Well, hello Earth signs, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. This week we have a new moon going through Leo and also touching some Virgo with that new moon energy as well. So my general theme for this is creative analytics, really. We've got a whole bunch of retrogrades coming up. We're going on into a blue moon this month. It is the second micro moon that is expanding into a super moon, which I don't know if that's normal. Seems kind of weird to me, but what do I know? It's definitely like a lot of stuff going on. So I just want to be as simple and helpful as I possibly can in this time as we are starting off on this new moon cycle adventure and everything. It's a great time for initiations and getting started on things. But also, again, with all those retrogrades coming up, it's a great time to really get creative, organize our lives, and establish ourselves in this new time frame. So, yeah, all that stuff. So let's get into it. Well, hello, dear Capricorns. How's your new moon going? Today is new moon day. I apologize if the camera messes up a lot. This one's definitely not any Mercury retrograde shadow thing. It's direct sabotage. I watched it happen. Watched it, said something about it. It's like, it's gonna mess up my stuff. Here we are. Riding the struggle bus, but moving through it. Not getting off that struggle bus. I'm gonna keep driving it. I will recycle rubber duckies and put them on as wheels and call it wheels and just keep on driving. We're gonna get there. So I just we have a tower on the top of the deck as our overall energy. Hey Capricorns! So I'm sorry, am I wasting your time with my nonsense? Let's get into yours. How's things going for yous? So, we're opening up with a Page of Pentacles. Divine Spark. A new beginning, a new idea, a new journey on the Pentacle path. The page, though, is youthful and always viewed as naive, also does have a great energy about him. Honestly, we give the page a lot of crap sometimes, but we all gotta start somewhere. And I say this because this page is walking away, moving on, moving through, moving past their mental blocks and things that are holding them back. And we're starting fresh. We're starting new. Brand new. With that Fool. So it is. It's a beautiful energy. I think that overall tower that we have over here, is kind of a recent past kind of coming out of the situation and picking up with all of our motivation, all of our good intentions, all of our hopes and dreams, and we're starting new, starting fresh, moving along. But we also have a Nine of Wands and a Five of Pentacles. I do feel like this Nine of Wands is quite paranoid of this Five of Pentacles. After all, we did just have a tower come down. That is definitely a feeling. It's either something that has recently happened or just an overall feeling of impending doom. So we got our walls up, we got our guard up, we are desperately fighting back against that Five of Pentacles energy. But I don't think it's going to be as hard as we want to make it out to be. Again, a lot of this stuff is mental struggles. This is us not believing or seeing our way through this situation. That doesn't make it unbeatable. It just means that we're caught up in our emotions about it. What we do have is an influence of the hermit, who is coming up out of his cave. He's starting to connect, maybe not with people, but with the animals of the earth, with the moon, with nature itself. And I think that is a really good grounding thing for you to do, especially if you are starting to feel inundated by these feelings of lack. Just take a little time out and go reconnect with nature and nature spirit. Because we also have a Knight of Wands and a Two of Wands. Followed by a Nine of Cups. Try to keep these in order here. We have a lot going on here, Capricorns. I'm just trying to piece it all together for you. Okay, so this is becoming a very interesting spread. Maybe I'll take a picture of it if it isn't too nonsensical by the end of this. But yes, okay. With the Knight of Wands and this Two of Wands coming out, it really feels like a hurry up and wait kind of situation. That's a general energy that I'm picking up from that. Is like, hurry up, let's get going, let's get moving. Okay, stop. Now we wait. Did I mention the struggle bus already? I was driving the struggle bus. And then our Nine of Cups. Fairy blessings and all of that jazz. Wild stuff here. Wild, I tell you. Keep trudging through it. Trudging on. Alright. Now we're moving into an Ace of Wands and a Two of Swords. With the Four of Pentacles. I want to put two things on the side of this Two of Swords here. Don't necessarily want to leave those last three in a group either, but with the Two of Swords calling for a decision, a choice. Do we pick up that wand? Do we follow our faith? Or do we try to hold on with all we've got to what we already have? That Four of Pentacles, though that side is less of a negative side of that Four of Pentacles, is also followed and influenced by the Devil. So that's why I feel like it is still a feeling of holding on versus going out and getting started and moving forward. But despite the Devil's best efforts, we have an Ace of Wands and a Star following us. So pick up your sword, Capricorns, and cut through all of this nonsense, all of this bullshit, and follow that eagle, follow your nature signs, follow your intuition, and you'll find your stars waiting for you. A lot of heavy, major influences, along with like lots of struggles and trials and tribulations. Absolutely. I think you are about to embark on a really big journey, and I think that's why we have these major influences. We are being pulled right now. And the biggest pull I feel is our desire to start fresh, start new. This pull is the center source. And then we have our destiny coming out and pulling us in that direction, trying to get us into our best alignment. But we also have this devil energy trying to hold us back at the same time. And I can see that is going to be a fierce battle, most definitely. I don't think you have to worry, to fret too much about this influence here. I would just be aware of it. I would keep my eyes open and look for that. Look for the things in your life that you kind of feel like you need to upheave, you need to tear down, you need to get rid of, and the attachments that we're feeling towards that, like, oh, I know this isn't good for me anymore, but I don't want to let it go. Just be aware that that is that devil holding you back. And the thing that it's holding you back from is your journey, your pathway to your destiny, to your highest alignment, to your full purpose. So for you, dear Capricorns, that's my advice for this new moon cycle, is to examine these things and remember that we are constantly being pulled by oil and salt all the time. Go this way, go that way, do this thing, do that thing, this is better, this is best, all of that. And try to hold your sense of self and don't get stuck in a place of indecision. Be decisive. Know what you're going after and know that it's worth every bit of effort, every bit of pain, every bit of suffering that you have been through thus far and will experience in the future. It's all going to be worth it. If you can just start new, fresh like a baby, and get to that destiny, because it's waiting for you. It's going to meet you there, and all you have to do is go chase it. I believe in you, Capricorns. Have a fantastic moon. Go out there and get stuff. Well, hey there, Taurus. How's your new moon treating you? Definitely gotten some interesting faces just warming up and getting into it. Yeah, you can still tell I've been driving all day, huh? The Wheel of Fortune. This side of the Wheel of Fortune is very much the gods coming in and impacting your wheel, your journey. Five of Pentacles. Are they pushing you into a Five of Pentacles or past the Five of Pentacles? They're working with you. They're pushing you through it. The fact that it didn't fall out directly on the table, that it fell a little bit under the table into my lap, specifically, you might not even see it coming. You might just be sitting here in this position of Five of Pentacles, left outside, feeling left outside in the cold, lonely, scared, not wanting to move or change your situation because you don't know how, and the universe is stepping in. And it's bringing you into alignment with their purpose for you. The ultimate goal here from the gods, from the universe, in this particular path is to get you to come to them, to meet with them, to work with them. They see what we are doing here in this how we got into this Five of Pentacles energy, and they're like, no, this isn't your path. This isn't where you need to be. You need to move along, come a little bit further up that path. Come meet me halfway, and we're going to work together to build you something new, a better foundation. Judgment. So bright. So like anything, any place. It's kind of okay. You can kind of see that, right? Yeah, judgment. Came out sideways. It's not upright, it's not reversed. Pop that one back in there for now. It'll come back if it wants to. I'm trying to figure out if this is your judgment or their judgment. That's coming in. Got 7 wands. Paranoia. This is more a paranoia of being attacked than it is being directly attacked. Maybe we have been beaten down so many times that we are just a little bit apprehensive about taking a step in any direction, and I think that's why your judgment is at a standstill right now. You're not making a choice. A choice is not being made for you, again, because the universe is waiting for you. The universe is very, so subtly, maybe not so subtly, trying to get you to get in with them. And should you so choose to embark on this journey with spirit, going out with your page, yes, page, life, struggles, alright, with your page, become driven by this. I wouldn't stand in fear and paranoia too long. I know you might be being called right now to make a big decision, and you've been burnt so many times before, but you need to come into this with fresh hope and a fresh fire. Be that phoenix rising from the ashes. Maybe you have did this time and time again and you got burnt, but rise up anyways, despite that feeling. Page of Pentacles and the Tower. Yeah, there is a lot of call for something to be burnt down. There is something shaky in your foundation, in your stability. Your physical way of being and living isn't serving your highest purpose. The spirits in the universe, they're trying to get you back on track, but you might have to jump out of a burning building if you don't make that choice soon. Finally put it down. Got the star on the top of the deck. We should just do all collective day reads all the time. I don't know. So, King of Pentacles, the Moon, an Ace of Swords, a High Priestess, and a Hierophant. Are these two? Yeah, these two are a divine pair. They are not both facing us. The feminine is facing us. The feminine is existing in her intuition, in her gut, knowing that the decision is correct and needs to be made. The Hierophant, however, is not directly looking at this situation. He's got his back turned. He's even being a little childish about it. Just started reading those cards backwards. Here we are, here we be, here we do. So, within this moon phase, I think this King of Pentacles is going to be possible. I think you can go from page to king in this moon phase if you so choose, to allow the powers of the universe that are impacting you right now to just go with the flow and do whatever it is that they're doing. I know that's not always a favorite move for a fixed Taurus, to just kind of let it roll, but let it roll, I think you should, because the hands of the gods are in this. They are, though it may appear to be a bit challenging, the reason that it's hard is because it's pushing you to elevate yourself at a very rapid rate. We're not baby stepping it here anymore. It's time to kick it into gear and step on up into it. Use this moon phase, my Tauruses, to get your financial situation in order, get it in check. That is going to give you the confidence to initiate this divine partnership that is present yet not fully attained or aligned yet. It is a spiritual path that you are being called on as well, most certainly, though it is looking very much like physical gains and physical struggles. Those things are a reflection of that spirit path and that spirit journey, and really just trusting yourself and knowing that tough decisions have to be made sometimes. You know, a king didn't get to be king, I was going to say overnight, but you kind of do. It is kind of an overnight type situation. Obviously, time means nothing. Be damned if the universe isn't right on time when it needs to be, but otherwise, time means nothing. So, accept the challenge to elevate yourself, especially if you feel like you don't have anything else really going for you right now. What do you have to lose? What could you possibly lose if you are already feeling like you're at the bottom of that wheel? Accept the gifts that are offered to you and start working with spirit. Use this moon phase to help get yourself into proper alignment, and I think really great things are going to happen to you as a result. Just don't forget that star is hanging out there. It's waiting for you. Everything is waiting for you. Don't be discouraged, my dear Taurus. You've got this. Have a fantastic moon cycle. Well, hey there, Virgos. Jeez, Taurus and Capricorn are up on some really big stuff right now. Can't wait to see what you're up to. I'm going to say I didn't think the earth signs were going to be so super affected by this, but I did say that that new moon is going to spend some time in Virgo as well. Get a little taste of that Virgo energy, getting up into it, which is nice. My moon is coming home. It's nice to be in touch. Not that I don't kind of like when the moon is in Pisces, personally, because my moon is in Virgo, so I kind of like it when it's over there, because it takes all of my emotions out of the situation, out of the equation, and I can make a really clear, logical decision, which a Virgo sure does love, making a clear, logical decision. I hate it, because it's like, I have no emotional connection to anything, but, you know. Now we got all the feels up in our business. Whatever placement your Virgo is, whatever alignment we're watching for. That moon's coming in. So up next, also got some fiery Leo energies coming in. There we go. Rambling. My favorite part. Queen of Pentacles. Happy vibes. Yeah. Owning it. That side of the sun on the top of the deck. Five of Pentacles is back out again. You have a smaller book than Capricorn, but a book nonetheless. Is this the Queen of Pentacles? Like, I wish I was pulling more cards. Like, I want to stop and ask that question. Is this the Queen of Pentacles that is, like, not feeling her queenliness? Because she's upright. She's up in her stuff. And then we also have the exact opposite side of the wheel at the same time. Just want to peek ahead here. Okay, so our overall energy is the sun, and the sun is we're being kept out of the sun right now. But despite that, we are still holding our queendom, our queenliness, our divine feminine, earth mother self, despite this fact. But the energies around us are definitely those of just not having quite everything that we want and need, and feeling a little emotionally barren. Was I just talking about emotions and all of that stuff? Yeah, sure was. The feels is coming in, especially, the struggle and the stress of this burden, of losing in our emotional game as well as our financial game. But on this side of our Five of Cups, we still have two cups, and beside those two cups even, there is a beautiful little crimson rose popping up behind us. New life, new growth, new love, new hope. It's right there. It's just behind you. You can't quite see it. And I don't know if you will see it until you go out and get it. Until you set this torch on fire and go journey out. Take that big leap of faith. There is chaotic justice, sabotage influencing us with that Three of Cups, which is always one of my favorite lovey cards. I have a good time with that Three of Cups usually, but under the influence of that Seven of Swords and Justice being on this side, the scales have been completely knocked down. Now, in destruction, in chaos, there is creation. That is true. You can pull hope from any of these cards. If you try hard enough, you can. I am wondering if this is specifically a third-party type situation involved in a romantic relationship. We do have some emotions coming out onto the board. It also might just be too many opinions coming in. There's a lot of shit talk going on. Again, with chaos reigning over all of these situations, it's enough to drive a person crazy. It's enough to make you feel like you just don't have what you know you have, but your head is being spun around so many times that you wouldn't know which way was straight if you tried. Even the King of Cups has his back turned, but the fiery side of justice is coming in. Judgment. Justice is out, judgment is in. Judgment is coming in. Ow! Judgment is coming in on that King of Cups is what I just heard. That is an interesting way that I put those cards down, actually. It is in a bit of a storyline of, like, I have the Queen of Pentacles up here, and she is really trying to sort out and get past all of this stuff that has been going on, and the King of Cups, a divine mismatch, is out at play, running games, while justice is out. They don't feel like there is any consequences to their actions, and that's why they are behaving in the manner that they are. However, despite what they may think, they might not be afraid of justice, but here comes in judgment, and it's that fiery angel coming down from heaven to tell you what's what and to set some things in order. I don't know if I have any more for you or not. Let's see what we got. It's going to be an interesting moon journey. I can say that, dear Virgos. I would give you the same advice. I wouldn't get too caught up in your emotions about all of these situations that have been happening. They may be coming into light, coming back into your viewpoint, and let them. Open your eyes and observe. Try not to get too emotional about it. Don't overreact or even act on these things, but take note. Take your notes, write it down somewhere so that you don't forget what's going on, and keep your head high, dear Queen. No matter how they've got you twisted and turned, no matter how they try to keep you out of that sun, you are still that queen. And nobody's going to take that away from you, no matter how hard they try. And if they do try, the gods is going to come in and pass their judgment on this situation for goodsies. For reals, for the end all. So worry not. I know as Virgos we love to stress. I myself definitely love to use my anxiety as a motivator. I will purposely stress myself out just to make sure that I am on time or doing something correctly. And, it might look unnecessary, but it feels necessary for a Virgo. I have stress, I have anxiety. Why not use it to my advantage? Instead of being afraid of it, instead of trying to dampen it down and, oh man, I just really need to like take a happy pill and chill out or whatever. Like, no, it's okay. It's okay to be stressed out. Use it. Use it to get you into your correct alignment. We have Two of Pentacles, an Empress, the Hanged Man, and the Hierophant hanging out here. So, again, stay balanced. If you are putting on a show up front here so that people don't see what kind of work you're doing, just so that it's like a little stage magic trick that you gotta use here, so that you can turn your focus in to changing your perspective and connecting to your highest self, your highest power, your Hierophant energies. Take that time. Do that. If it has to be, a secret treat for yourself to do spirit work and to just examine, again, observe. Observations. This Empress isn't facing us, not because she doesn't want to show us her face, but because she is really busy examining, observing everything that's coming in, everything that's going on, taking her notes, and seeing how she can turn it around and use it to grow and continue on her path. This Queen of Swords definitely has like a best friendy vibe hanging out over here. A bitch who takes no shit. A bitch who's going to tell it to you straight. Go find that girl. Go find that bestie right now who's going to help keep you grounded in reality with her clear and cutting words. That girl feels like a really good ally and friend right now. So talk to her and do your work. Keep focused on your path, and just remember that they don't need to know what's going on behind the curtain. They're both playing their own games and doing their own thing, so play along, do a little show if you gotta, but know that ultimately, if you keep working towards your goals and your dreams, judgment will come in and you will be found victorious in the end of all of this. Dear Virgos, hey, told you, big stuff. Big moons, big moon cycle. This is definitely a lot of neat energy. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, so we'll see you next time, Virgos. Good luck. You got this. Cha, Earth signs. That was big. Some big stuffs of brewing. We've all got our work cut out for us this season. It is, after all, late summer and harvest time is coming. Definitely have a whole mess ton of cucumbers and like pumpkins coming in the garden, and summertime's been really great for me growing flowers. I sure love that. But yeah, the big stuff's starting to come in now and getting prepared. Lots of work. But keep your head strong, my earth signs. Keep your mind clear. Don't forget to take a little bit of this Leo energy and do give yourself a little bit of self-love, If you're working hard, don't neglect yourself. Not whatever that was. Yes. So, little special assignment because, you don't have enough going on right now. But yeah, don't forget to take a little time out for you. take some breathers, do some meditations, go visit nature, go ground, truly connect to that earth energies, and it will give you everything that you need to power through. Swear. Also, thank you so much for coming out. I have a fantastic time doing this, and I hope that you are enjoying yourselves as well. And if you are, go ahead and give me a like. If you're new and are living for this journey, come on in and subscribe. Become a part of it. We definitely do some crazy, fun things here. We get all of the good vibes, all of the bad vibes, and we take it all and make sense out of it. Shadow work is for everybody. We all cast a shadow. We all have our dark side, and that dark side just wants to be understood. Well, Queen of the Moon, do we have any advice to pull my earth signs back together? I'm just going to let me ramble for a lifetime. I know I could talk forever. It wouldn't make any sense. You'd feel about as dizzy as I do at the end of it, I'm sure. But I do enjoy doing this. I'm so happy that we are growing little bit by bit, reaching out there, connecting with new people, new energies. It's fun. It's a good time. Come on in. I'm gonna go get the Halloween deck. Be right back. She be all harvest this and harvest that. Why can't I get a Queen of the Moon oracle? I pulled them for everybody, and everybody was happy with it. I'm not shuffling for a lifetime. Waiting to get my message. We're obviously looking in the wrong place. I certainly hope. So close. So close. But yes, also, I don't know, some special notes, I guess, things that I forget to say. As you're watching these videos, go ahead and get into all of your signs. We have many positions, many tools. Am I really going to pull 3? Zombie. It's so pretty. I'm going to get you a really good one. Jack-o'-lantern. And ghost. Also small child. We'll get there. Okay, back once more. I'm gonna try it again. Right in that struggle bus. I hope that camera just caught that. We'll find out. Alright, so we have 3 cards for oracles. I like to tie everybody together with one, and usually one card will hit everybody in a really nice, unique way. But we got 3. So, we're gonna call Capricorns and our zombies, Taurus with our jack-o'-lantern, and Virgo is the ghost. Okay, Capricorns. Zombie. The dead arise, voices are mumbling, after our brains, our screams, they are tumbling. Such a fun deck, I do like it. Zombies have become quite the fashion recently, much like vampires. Turn on the television and you can't escape the moaning and groaning of these, the living dead. And yes, they do seem to be after your brains. There are even public zombie walks where people dress up as zombies and appear en masse on the roads and in cities. But zombies are not merely a fun icon of popular culture. Traditionally, they are mainly associated with the African and Haitian voodoo religion. Zombies are said to be dead bodies reanimated by incantations chanted by a learned practitioner, and they are usually enlivened for a purpose. The practitioner is said to capture a part of the living soul to animate the body, and that it is always a temporary action, as the soul cannot be contained in that decomposing body for long, or God will take the soul back. One of the most frightening aspects of the idea of zombieism is the idea of our souls and consciousness being trapped inside a body that does not do our bidding, but someone else's. Another is the idea of being buried alive, the fate of some, it is said, who get trapped in already dead bodies. Should the zombie step unsteadily into your life, it's time to look at the concept of control. Do you want to control everything, leaving little to free expression? Do you choose partners who are not your equals so that they are more easily manipulated and changed to your liking? Or do you allow that to happen to you? If you are not living your most authentic life, it's time to look at why and how to change that. Ooh, the zombies. Alright, jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern for Taurus. Oh Jack, let me carve my protection. Shine your fire outwards, evil rejection and reflection. Halloween wouldn't be the same without the carving of pumpkins into scary jack-o'-lanterns, glowing menacingly from porches, dinner tables, and porches everywhere. That's redundant, sorry. I found that annoying. Jacks actually have a rich history and a spiritual bent. The original term for a jack-o'-lantern was a will-o'-the-wisp, an old British term. The will-o'-the-wisp was a small bundle of sticks used as a flame or a torch. The Celts, the Irish, and those living in the Scottish Highlands all carved winter vegetables, not just pumpkins, but also parsnips, carrots, or beets. The time around Samhain was, of course, when the Fae and goblins were said to be roaming wild, so the lanterns were intended to be both scaring off the undesirable, and to light the way in the dark. Today, carving pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns has become an art in itself and a true icon of Halloween. Intricate designs, both scary and funny, can be found in almost every home that celebrates the holiday. Both electric light and candles now illuminate the inside of the lanterns. Now that you know you are protected and that you are capable of creating the life that you want, and that the universe supports you in this, should Jack shine his light upon you. Boundaries are important to teach people how to treat us, and drawing this card indicates that you may wish to renew the ones you have, or have to establish new ones. That did go well. Did it not? Alright, and for Virgos, the ghost. Like smoke rising from the ashes, a mist from the sea, the dead, they are watching, they have come to haunt me. The traditional definition of a ghost is the apparition of a spirit or soul of a formerly living being. Ghosts can be both in human form or animal, and even occasionally inanimate objects such as ghostly ships have been reported. The belief in spirits and ghosts is extremely widespread across time and cultures, in different words such as spiritus, wraith, phantom, and shade have all been used to refer to them. Ghosts can be both people that we have known, ancestors for example, who visit to assist us, or presences that are bound to a particular place because they have found it difficult to let go even after death. The concept of the haunted house or the cursed place is the basis for many a creepy ghost story. In fact, the most interesting ghost stories often involve a very angry or destructive spirit coming back to wreak its revenge after death. And the Old Norse word for ghost has the same root word as the word for fury. It is said that the spirits cannot let go of this world. They have a reason for this. Sometimes it's to warn the living, to guide them, but generally it's because they haven't finished their business. And here on this plane of the living, they have regrets that they wish to resolve. Should the ghost come gliding into your life during divination, it may indicate that you have some regrets to let go of. Holding grudges or regrets is burdensome work, and it weighs us down eventually. By taking actions to free ourselves of these old burdens, we clear the way for more rightful and wise action for the future. We can begin to live again fully if we let go of what was and step into new possibilities. Well, that was a beautiful series of cards that we had there. It sure took us a while to get there, but we stayed on that struggle bus, and we did. We hit everybody. I don't know if I should split these up or just leave this the way that I usually do it at the end, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you all for coming out. This was a lot of fun, and we'll see you on the next moon.